pubbing on the grind. If it's LJ from Houston, pulling up stats, you'll be pulling in stacks, hitting bookies from the back with no Vaseline. I need green and upsea quantities for a fiend, save the dreams for a king. This is H-Town, home of the lean. Astros is the team, and we rock it. Texans for life, you can't stop it. Together like brothers and Banks and Jets. All the time we be pubbing on the grind. If it's LJ from Houston, pulling up stats, you'll be pulling in stacks, hitting bookies from the back with no Vaseline. I need green and upsea quantities for a fiend, save the dreams for a king. This is H-Town, home of the lean. Astros is the team, and we rock it. Texans for life, you can't stop it. Together like brothers and Banks and Jets.
What's going on, sports fans? It's your boy LJ from H-Town back again. NBA is back, ladies and gentlemen. November 1st, 2023, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I'm going to hit y'all with some NBA prop bets. I'm going to try to do it maybe once or twice a week. Try to find y'all some investment bets. See what we can jump on early because it's early in the NBA season. So we need to start keying in on these teams to see their deficiencies and what they allow and what they give up to these certain players in this NBA. So I had some time to dive in today. I did a little digging and I got 5 prop bets today that I want to give out for my people. Shout out to everybody in the chat that's listening, watching. Londo, my guy, bringing the fire. I feel you, my guy. Just keep showing support because I'm always going to do my due diligence, do what I got to do, see if we can find some money, man, because it's all about the people. They follow us. They're trying to get money, and they got to trust that we put in the work, to try to find them some good investments because, we work hard for our money, man. So we want to invest it right so we can, get a return. So as you know, Charlotte Hornets are down here in H-Town. As you can see, I'm here at Toyota Center. I will be there later, to catch this game live. And first prop bet of the day, we are going to jump on Jalen Green over 22.5 points, minus 115. Jalen Green is very comfortable at home, guys. I've watched him play for the past, season that he was drafted in. I like his attitude. I like his commitment, and I like his tenacity. He's a hard worker. He's a hard player, so he gets after the ball. And the fact that KPJ is gone now, a lot of usage isn't being held up in the offense now because KPJ used to do sort of like what James Harden do. He used to dribble, try to take you off the dribble, and get contested shots that was bad, percentages. So now we got Van Fleet at the point. We got a little bit of rotation now to where everybody can touch the ball, and get a feel of the offense and get a quality shot. And what we're going to find for Jalen Green, he's going to get quality shots tonight. Like I mentioned, the last 4 home games, he's averaged 27 points. The last 2 games he's played versus the Hornets, he's averaged 33 points. And he's averaging 24 points at home going back to last year. So 22.5 points minus 115 should be an easy casher for Jalen Green tonight. And I am expecting the Rockets to win. We haven't won yet because the Hornets are in a bad spot. They've been at home their first 3 games. Now they're coming on the road. We've already been at home. We played the Warriors the last game at home. So we're rested. We didn't have to travel. So I think the Hornets are in a bad spot tonight for the Rockets to get their first win. So I'm on the Rockets first half official, minus 110. I've already bet it, but I didn't bet the full game. I trust that they will win, but I just like to get my money and get out where I know they have the advantage. And the Rockets have the advantage in the first half, considering Charlotte is coming on their first road game after being home 3 straight games. So fatigue should play into play in this game. Let's go to the chat. Who we got? Londo. What we got? I like Jalen Green with you, LJ. Let's cash. Let's get it, man. He plays well at home, so we might as well take advantage of, he being comfortable amongst his crowd, the fan favorite. So, and he's our leading scorer. So I believe Jalen Green will get that 22.5 points. Let's move over here, man. On the other side of the ball, we got LaMelo over 1.5 steals plus 165. And unfortunately, while I'm going to jump on this bet, he's had 2+ steals in his last 2 games. And when I talk about the Rockets, I go back to last year. I've been telling people they have a trend where they allow the shooting guard or the point guard to get 2+ steals every single game because they turn the ball over a lot. Now, we're going to see if that trend changes this year. It's only been 3 games so far, and I believe only 1 person has hit it. But I'm going to continue to key in on this trend because the Rockets, like I said, They're loose with the ball. And until they figure out these turnover issues and they can have ability quality of keeping the ball, I'm going to continue to take advantage of that. So LaMelo, he's very feisty. He can steal, and he's had 2+ steals his last 2 games. So why not go for 3? He should get 2. I wouldn't be surprised if Rozier get 2 as well, but I'm going to make official LaMelo Ball since he's the point guard and he handles most of the ball usage. So LaMelo Ball, over 1.5 steals, ladies and gentlemen, plus 165. All right, let's go to this game. Tyler Hero for the Miami Heat, over 23.5 points, minus 114. And why we're doing that is because he's averaging 23.5 points the last 2 games versus the Nets last year. He's averaging 25 points on the season. And the Nets have allowed the opposing opponent leading scorer to average 33 points in 3 games. So Tyler Hero's the leading scorer. I think Jimmy Butler is questionable. He might not play. So he's going to have to make up for those points. He's already averaging 25 right now in 3 games, I believe. So he should be able to hit way over 23.5 points tonight, considering he's going to have the usage, and they're going to have to depend on him to get points if Jimmy Butler is not playing. But I'm pretty sure Jimmy will sit and let Tyler Hero take all those shots tonight. Let's go over here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the Utah Jazz tonight. And we are going to jump on Lauri Markkanen, double-double, plus 127. And the reason why we're doing that is because, quite frankly, he's hit this 3 out of the 4 games he's played. And Memphis defense has allowed 2 Wizards last week to get a double-double. They allowed Jokic to get a double-double. They allowed Luka to get a double-double. And they even allowed Valanciunas for the New Orleans Pelicans to get a double-double. Now, Lauri Markkanen is well able to be in the category of those players. I'm not saying he's better, but he's still in the category of Valanciunas and 2 of the Wizards that had the double-double, if not better, last week versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis is struggling right now. They were winless as well. I may take a shot on them to win the game because I believe they're the most desperate team. The Rockets and Memphis are desperate tonight because they haven't won a game yet. So those teams right there, you should be keying in on to see if they really, really fight hard tonight to get their first win. But we're going to take advantage of the defense, lacking the defense of Memphis in the paint. Jared Jackson gets into foul trouble. Who knows what Memphis have to do? They don't have Steven Adams. So I believe Lauri Markkanen, should have a good game, and Utah should give Memphis a fight tonight. So we're going to take Lauri Markkanen, double-double, plus 127. And last but not least, gentlemen, we're going to stay right here in this game. And we're going to take Lauri Markkanen's point guard, Talen Horton-Tucker, over 5.5 assists, minus 124. And the reason why we're doing this is because Memphis has allowed an average of 7.5 assists to the point guard position so far this year. And Talen Horton-Tucker, 6+ assists, 2 out of his last 3 games. 7+ assists, 8 out of his last 12 games, going back to last year. So he handles the ball. I believe that he's going to have to control the offense tonight. And I'm expecting Utah, to come in there and fight Memphis. But Memphis may end up winning the game. But Tucker has the ball. He's setting up the offense. And I'm trusting that he can get some guys some quality looks tonight. And they can knock down some shots. And he can get that over 5.5 assists. So that's what we're going to jump on in that game as well. I have some honorable mentions I didn't do a banner for. I'll just, throw that out there for y'all. But Van Fleet, I like him at the point guard now for the Rockets. They have his assists at over 6.5, minus 110. I haven't betted yet, but I'm probably going to give to the window because I believe that the Rockets are going to fight hard tonight to win. And I like Van Fleet setting that guys up. It's just all about them converting the shot. So I believe the home cooking tonight right here in Toyota Center tonight, I believe it's going to cash in to where Van Fleet should get over 6.5 assists, minus 110. And then we also have Luka and Jokic playing on the same night as well. I usually parlay them, their PRAs, but if you notice, if you've been taking Luka's PRA, it was at like 46.5. They've raised it to 50 now because he proved that number was too low. And 50 may be too low because he was averaging a 66 PRA at home this year for the most part, averaging 50 PRA at home last year. So he's averaging a 60 PRA now. So he should get the 50 PRA tonight, but It's Luka. You never know what happens. They're playing the Bulls, I believe. And Jokic, he's on the road versus Minnesota, division game. Minnesota may be desperate enough to try to give Denver their first loss. So I usually want to take Jokic at home. Like if Luka and Jokic were both at home, I will parlay both of them to get their PRA. But the simple fact that Jokic is on the road and Luka is not playing a Western Conference team, he's playing an Eastern Conference team. So I don't know how motivated he'll be, to prove a point. I just like the mentality. I focus on the mental aspect of players as well. So it's motivation, plays a lot. And, keying in on these guys' props to see if they're going to get that average. But those are just some things I wanted to throw out there. I didn't bet that, but I am betting this bet. I have a block parlay. Very interesting. We have Anthony Davis, Jared Jackson, Miles Turner, Daniel Gafford. They're all playing tonight, and they're all top 10 in blocks so far this year. So if you parlay all four of those players to get one block, the juice is minus 186. It's a lot. I get it. But if you take it up to 2+ blocks for each one of them to get in a 4-player parlay, that would get you at plus 600. So you can play one or you can play the other. You can play both. But I believe that's good money tonight because Anthony Davis has had 3+ blocks 3 out of his 4 games. Jared Jackson has had 2+ blocks 3 out of his 4 games. Miles Turner has had 2+ blocks 3 out of, in 3 games. And Daniel Garrett has 2+ blocks in his 2 games. So they've at least had 2+ blocks in every single game for the most part. So take the 1+ block, minus 186, and you can take the 2+ blocks, plus 160, each for those guys to get 2+ blocks in a parlay. So that's what I got for y'all. Like I said, I just want to jump on real quick and give y'all my props before I head downtown to Toyota Center to check out these Houston Rockets and Charlotte Hornets tonight. But as far as the props, man, we're going to jump on Jalen Green, over 22.5 points, minus 115 down here in Houston. He's at home. He plays well in front of the home crowd, and he averaged 24 points at home last year. So I think he should easily cash that. We're going to go on the other side of the ball. LaMelo, over 1.5 steals, plus 165. The Rockets give up a lot of turnovers, and the 2+ steal trend is still in effect, I believe, at the point guard position. So LaMelo Ball should be feisty in the passing lanes, and he should be able to get at least 2 steals because he's had 2 steals in the last 2 games. Tyler Hero, over 23.5 points, minus 114. Jimmy Butler may be out tonight. So Tyler Hero is going to depend on most of the points, the usage of the scoring. So I believe that he's already averaging 25. He should get over 23.5 points easy, should get to 30, be competitive. But I don't know if they win the game, but he is the leading scorer of that team. So he should be able to get over that threshold, 23.5 points. We're going to go Lauri Markkanen, double-double, plus 127. Memphis has allowed 5 different players to get a double-double on them so far this year. Lauri Markkanen is a walking double-double for the most part. He's had 3 out of his last 4 games, so I believe he will cash that double-double tonight at plus 127 over the Memphis Grizzlies. And last but not least, we have Taylor Horton-Tucker, over 55.5 assists, minus 124. Like I mentioned, Memphis allows an average of 7.5 assists to the point guard position so far this year. Horton-Tucker has had 7+ assists, 8 out of his last 12 games going back to last year. And he's the point guard. He facilitates the ball. So if I know Markkanen is going to get a double-double, he's going to have to get the assists from Taylor Horton-Tucker, setting him up in the game. So those are my plays, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all for joining. Shout out to the chat. We got Londo. What's going on, my guy? Much love, man. We gonna cash tonight, for real. We gonna cash for the most part. So, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got for y'all, man. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Next time, I don't know when I'm gonna do these shows because we work, we have lives. But hey, anytime I get some free time, anytime I'm off, I'm always gonna jump on and give my people some looks to try to see if we can get some money. So, until then, ladies and gentlemen, you already know Raw Words from Podcast. LJ from Houston. Shout out from Toyota Center. Houston Rockets taking on the Charlotte Hornets tonight. The Rockets will get their first win tonight. Not betting that, but I'm betting the first half minus the 1.5. Rockets will be up by 2 at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. So next time, appreciate y'all for joining. LJ from H-Town. Catch me on Twitter at LJ Sports Media. I post all my picks so y'all can follow me. Shoot me a DM, whatever you want to do. We can chat it up and see how we can cohesiveness get this money, ladies and gentlemen. So until then, RaWordzPodcast, LJ from H-Town, Houston Rockets, get their first win tonight. Let's go.
Yeah, R-A-W, words being served, no concern and no trouble to get that dough. Money on my mind, if it's money all the time, we be pumping on the grind. If it's LJ from Houston, pulling up stats, you'll be pulling in stacks, hitting bookies from the back with no Vaseline. I need green and upsea quantities for a fiend, save the dreams for a king. This is H-Town, home of the lean Astros is the team, and we rock it. Texans